3, 2, 1.
Nice.
That worked.
That will work. All right.
Perfect.
Welcome to KoTalkTsu podcast with your hosts Mason, Dakota, and Sakura, and yours truly, Joseph, where we talk about random ass shit.
Welcome.
Welcome,
Yay.
welcome. You already introduced us, right, Joe?
Yeah, he just did.
I was too focused on getting close to the camera, but okay, we didn't bring any topics to the table today, did we?
I actually have a topic or two to talk about, but okay. I do want to say our last podcast we didn't even mention the fact what a KoTalkTsu was.
Oh,
that's important.
A good point.
Yeah. So, welcome to the KoTalkTsu podcast where we actually explain what a KoTalkTsu is.
Lovely.
KoTalkTsu, it's just a Japanese floor table which has like a blanket in between like the table stand and the tabletop, and so you can actually rest your feet underneath the blanket as well as underneath the table, and you sit on floor couches and stuff.
Yeah, you can sit on like floor. Sometimes it's floor pillows. I think traditional Japanese, they do kneel type sitting where their knees are. How do I say it? Your butt's on top of your feet, and your knees are forward, like this.
They won't be able to see that moment unless they subscribe to our Patreon, which we still don't know what cost we want.
So I tried to describe it. So
we forgot the best part, the heater.
Yeah.
Well, we were getting to it.
Yeah, we were getting to it, and then in the center is a heater, and you like ours is electric. You plug it into the wall. In olden days, they actually had a pit in the ground. This is me going to my architecture and house. Yeah.
Where your feet aren't just scrunched down, you actually are sitting on the floor with like an underneath like compartment where your feet are. It's kind of like
so it's kind of like a automatic, like they actually put charcoal in the center and they heat it up, and that's where your feet are, so they stay warm.
Mm-hmm. KoTalkTsus nowadays now have a heater built into the top of it, so we actually
underneath the table.
Yeah, where the stand is, you put it underneath the stand in the center, and then you just turn on a switch that's plugged into a wall, and then we start getting real nice, warm, and cozy.
And toasty. And so it's wonderful during the winter months. So,
but if
welcome to your Japanese hosts. Welcome to your Japanese hosts, Sakura and Joseph.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Half Japanese and quarter Japanese, son.
Dude, it's so weird. We can. I guess we can kind of talk about our friend group if we're bringing up like where you guys are from, because we have such a weird friend group. Like we've always talked about this, where we have like you guys, which are Japanese, then we have Isaac, and he's Mexican, and then we have two super white boys, me and Trevor, and then we have like our whole group is so diverse. It's really cool, but.
You didn't even mention Dakota, our host. He's
but I don't know. I keep forgetting what your like heritage
ethnicity.
I always forget it.
Mexican.
No,
but
it's not.
There was something else too. Isn't it like
no? I
am. Native American
I literally am.
Well, no,
Isn't it Native American?
Your Native American side.
Yeah, I'm Mexican, Native American, and white.
Yeah, I've got a lot of German in me apparently. Don't know where from, but I know I do. So.
Okay, I mostly just identify as Mexican American.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Well, what's your Native American heritage though?
It's a Paiute tribe in Nevada called Walker River. I'm not registered with it, but my dad is.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I wanna get registered. It's just so much hassle.
Does that mean you don't qualify for like the effects, like
I would have to get registered, and my dad isn't willing to help me.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Okay, that all makes sense.
But anyway, welcome to the racial KoTalkTsu talk podcast.
Hey, I was gonna say interracial, but that sounds not good. So
because I like interracial.
With this couch right here, Mason.
Nothing about that couch. We don't need to talk about it.
to see the couch, subscribe to our Patreon. You get video podcast. Oh my god.
No, I don't know what to say to that.
But anyway,
So explain
So-
what a KoTalkTsu was, and then we
Yeah.
explained our group.
yeah. So here's my first question. I want to get your guys' thoughts about Microsoft owning Blizzard Activision.
It's not gonna make everyone forget their rape allegations and all their sexual assault allegations.
That's very true. That's very
Right?
true. I'm honestly surprised that Microsoft went out of their way to buy them because of those allegations. Because now that Microsoft owns their portion, their company, well, they will own it within like the year.
So is the contract signed?
So
Usually I stay
they-
on top of business news, and so this actually surprises me.
Yeah, this they told everyone about it like earlier this week on like Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
But they actually can't sign anything yet because Blizzard and Activision actually they have to work with treaties out of country.
Yeah.
And they have to like wait till those are out of contract before they can actually sign on to Microsoft.
That's crazy. How do they think they'll get past, like, Microsoft's so big. I'm surprised that no one's thought of them as a monopoly. And then if they take over Blizzard, which is
Already a huge company.
huge for, World of Warcraft.
And many
They're
other
like the
games.
Disney of like the game world right now, because Disney owns everything right now. Like as far as like
See, and that's
entertainment goes, I guess.
And that's where I have a hard time, because it's just like Disney owns all of that. And Disney owns a couple other media companies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, because I think they bought a couple of media companies, and then Microsoft's just going to get bigger. That, to me, I'm surprised
Disney
there aren't any antitrust laws. or
Disney
issues.
bought Marvel and Star Wars.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was Marvel that I was thinking about.
Yeah, Disney owns a lot. There's now a small collective group of massive like super companies now.
That's what I think is crazy, and it's just been okay, and it just keeps on being okay.
I think that's what happens when you have a capitalistic society and
Dude,
who
I bet
just
you PS5
has
is like-
mega corporations taking things over. That's why I feel like America needs to build, like, America is free enough to where you build more companies, but then they always take the bets of like, oh, I could just outbuy your company and keep it running myself. And the wages, the amount of money that they give you to buy you out straight up is such a big money that you just give up your company and you can probably retire for the rest of your life. If I got it, $4 million for my company offered for my company, I'd probably take it. I could live off of $2 million for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And then double that income.
Right? By taking some of that income and then reinvesting it.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. No, I'm surprised by that news. I feel a little disappointed. I feel like Blizzard was big enough as it is. Blizzard Activision was big enough as it is. Like,
Well, apparently,
no, it doesn't need to be like owned by Microsoft, which is enormous.
apparently the CEO, I don't even know his name actually at the point, but he doesn't give a shit about his own company or the games that it runs.
The CEO of
Blizzard and Activision, because Blizzard bought out Activision like a couple of years ago.
I just know all the weird allegations and strange stuff that's been happening from what you told me, and I'm just like, holy crap!
It's
It
kind
was
of crazy
toxic.
to me that it's kind of
Toxic.
crazy to me that Blizzard bought out Activision, because I feel like Blizzard is a huge
They
company,
were-
but Activision is also a crazy huge company.
Yeah.
Because Activision had Spyro back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
They
Spyro, they had Destiny. No wait, they didn't have Destiny. Never mind. What am I thinking?
Yeah, they had Destiny 1.
They had did they have
Yeah.
Destiny 1? They signed over
I think they had Destiny.
publishing rights to Destiny 2, I think. So they were able to publish Destiny 2 on their platform, their Blizzard.net.
That's crazy. I mean, why else would you agree to being bought out unless you were struggling? Like, was Blizzard
Oh,
in
true,
a
it's
bad
bestie.
spot, or I don't know, maybe just enough money that it was a good decision for them to make. But I feel like Blizzard's big enough. Like I don't know why they felt like they needed. Like they agreed on that.
Yeah, it was because it was a
Decision.
toxic work environment. They're like, we'll sell out so that way we don't have to worry about the bad rap.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know
That's
enough
crazy.
about it to talk, and I feel like I wonder what PS5's company's thinking, because it's literally just down to like PS5,
Sony?
Microsoft, and like Epic. I guess is kind of big. It's on their
PlayStation?
own.
PlayStation's owned by Sony.
Or
but
PS5.
I
That's what I meant. Sony. I don't know
PlayStation's
if
owned by
PS5.
Sony, and Sony is a
Sony-
huge company.
don't-
Like,
Sony's
they're
a huge
fine.
company because they own Venom and
Sony
Carnage.
Sony owns Spider-Man.
Bro, imagine a
Yeah.
world where like Microsoft and
And-
Sony it was like, let's just work together and like make a crazy console and like
Yeah, so
just own
Sony
everything.
Sony owns Spider-Man, and they also own.
Yeah.
Well, I think actually since for PlayStation 5, Wolverine's going to be an exclusive game because of
Dude,
Do
Insomniac.
it. I know.
I'm excited for that.
What's crazy? There's actually a whole story behind.
What?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I
I
was
was
gonna
gonna
switch
say
topics.
I was gonna say Sony also bought out Funimation and Crunchyroll.
Wait, really?
Sony
They
bought
did?
out Crunchyroll? What?
I didn't know.
When?
I'm pretty sure Sony owns Crunchyroll now.
You're probably right. I just had no idea.
Yeah, Sony's
Um,
Funimation Global Group completes acquisition of Crunchyroll.
Dang,
That's pretty cool.
we're gonna have anime Spider-Man crossovers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but it was August of last year.
But
Jeez.
I was gonna say the
Spider-Man-
whole.
Spider-Man anime would be kind of dope.
I'm sure there is
Anime
one.
show.
Like there's Batman animes. Well, I mean that's different like companies, of course, DC and
Yeah.
I still need to see that. The Vision, the Star Wars anime that was on.
oh
Disney.
yeah.
I never saw
That
that.
sounds looks super sick. I remember seeing the trailer for it. It's like
It's on Disney
looks like
Plus,
a-
isn't it?
yeah, it's
already
on
on
Disney
Disney.
Plus. I don't own Disney Plus, but my girlfriend does. We could watch it then. But I've been watching other shows in the meantime, like Demon Slayer.
Oh, I need to watch the recent episode for today.
Yeah, I haven't. I've been rewatching it, so I'm like halfway through season 1.
I
I'm
watched
on-
I need to watch the recent episode of Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer, the ones that came out this morning.
Don't bring
I
up
watch-
anything Attack on Titan. No spoilers. I still need to watch it. No spoilers.
What have you not watched?
Not
Yeah.
the new. I watched up until what the ones that released.
Like halfway
This year.
through 3.
There's only
No,
there's only 3 new episodes out.
Yeah, I haven't watched the 3 new episodes. I caught up all the way, and then I was like dying to like see the new episodes, and then the new episodes came out, and I was like,
You know what? I need to watch My Dress Up Darling.
what?
Oh yeah, everybody's saying that that waifu is like really hot or something.
I need
My-
to watch it, bro.
My
My
dress
dress
up,
up-
darling.
It's a anime that came out this season.
It's airing this
I-
season.
I've been super out of the loop.
Dude, the girl the girl is bad. She's a good waifu.
Yeah.
She's like if Mason wasn't in it.
Dude, I'm pretty sure you guys would cry at the image of me with boobs. Let's be honest.
We should.
So,
It wouldn't
So
be a good
majestic.
image.
I feel like Mason wouldn't look like a pretty woman.
I wouldn't
Wouldn't or
be a
would?
good looking.
Would not.
Wait,
I
but
feel
have
like-
you seen that image of? Maybe
Dude,
I'll
I
change
felt-
your mind.
I've seen like you know
Oh,
remember
are
what-
you insulted?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
No, I've got to
You
get it.
You
Dude,
just
I
said
feel-
that you didn't want people to see you. You don't think we would
Dude,
like see you with
I
boobs?
I feel
No,
like
yeah, but like I have a specific image that's like so good. Let me show you.
like Joe, remember back when everyone was doing like the face swap for like not those one filters where it was like make you a man or a woman.
yeah.
I feel like I'm a pretty
Oh,
attractive, dude. I feel like
Dude.
I'm a pretty attractive girl. to
Yeah,
be
I think
honest.
you were an attractive female. I thought you looked attractive. Sully looked attractive. I looked like a like
Dude, like Henry.
my dude
Uh,
was so like I'm like, oh wow, I could definitely be a guy.
like with a ton of Neanderthal DNA, like a caveman.
No, I didn't look like a caveman. I looked like what did I look like? How do you describe it?
Very masculine.
you look like weirdly Superman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She
Superman.
kind of looked like Henry Cavill with a scruff beard.
He
Kind
has
of
a
looked
scruff
really.
beard.
It was really weird to
It was
see.
really weird.
See Henry Cavill and my mom.
It was just really weird. I was like, wow, they really made me look like a guy. I was like, I'm sure a lot of women don't look this manly.
Yeah, toss a coin to your Witcher.
It was
Did you
just
find this picture?
I just didn't.
Talking about it,
I just
I'm
didn't
actually-
have the really, really, really bushy eyebrows. Like I didn't have the bushy eyebrows.
All right, okay. Can you see my? I feel like it won't be good enough quality, but look at that.
Oh yeah,
That's
no,
me
you-
as a girl, bro.
Yeah, you look good as a girl.
Smash.
Bruh.
You look
I
like the
smashed
stereotype.
myself.
You look like the stereotypical girl in Utah.
And then there's one where I'm flashing my nipple.
Whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey.
It's a guy's nipple, bro.
Oh, hey.
That's hilarious.
That, we can be banned on Twitch if you showed that. Nipples are
No.
not allowed on Twitch. Yeah, it's
Guy
actually
nipples?
a thing.
Even guy nipples.
Even guy nipples. You can't have like. I remember watching a
What
stream.
if you put
uh-huh.
like pasties
Yeah,
on?
so
Is
I
it
watched
okay?
I watched
If you're
a stream.
guy?
That's so dumb. Why ban something that's literally part of a human body? That's
It's
not even
because
sexual?
Twitch is super leftist.
Bro.
Twitch has a bunch of people who really are sensitive about that sort of thing.
I feel like they, like,
being
accommodate-
trans and stuff.
They like accommodate too much for the softies on Twitch that don't want to deal with like small things, and they're like, well, now it's banned forever. You can't see it.
I mean, I don't really see that big of a problem. I mean, if they're not gonna let a girl show their nipples, might as well just not let a dude show their nipples.
But my question though, can you put pasties on and you're okay?
So I watched
If you're a guy.
I watched a hot tub stream.
If you're
where
a guy,
Michael
can you
Reeves.
put-
If you've seen Michael Reeves, he did a hot tub stream with his offline TV group, and
He
he had to have pasties.
He did have pasties.
Easy.
Other than all
Okay.
every other guy wore a shirt.
Easy.
I
disclaimer.
would have wore the pasties if I was a guy. If I were in the hot tub stream of on offline TV, I would put the pasties on. I'd be like,
Oh.
F that. I'm gonna wear the pasties. I don't want to get in the tub with a shirt on.
All they have to do is allow nipples, guy and girl, but just put a disclaimer that you have to accept before you go into the video or the stream.
Oh, what'd you want? Indy as a little kid seeing guy and girl nipples.
It's just a human body.
It's just a body, bruh.
Yeah,
I don't-
that's how I see it too.
I mean,
Nipples for
Dude.
days, baby.
I think
you
it's
cannot
kinda-
shelter kids. If
I
they
feel
want to
like-
go find it, there's no way you can stop
You
them.
can't stop.
Yeah,
it these
that's
days.
impossible. Like like even back when like we were kids, it's impossible to stop. Like
The other thing. The
like,
other
look at
thing
shit-
that. Oh, sorry. Go on.
because I remember back in like Joe talked about it too. He did the same thing I think I did, looking up shit
Yep.
on the Nintendo DS.
Picto chat?
I know.
Is that what you did? Oh, not Picto chat.
No,
No,
like-
not Picto Chat.
Dude, I was just on my phone. You guys are weird.
Bro, I didn't have a. I didn't
No
have
one
a phone,
had
bro.
a phone. Smartphones really barely existed
Yeah,
when the
not to
Nintendo
mention-
DSi was first
Yeah.
came out.
Joseph, and plus, I didn't get them a phone until they were in junior
14?
high, I think. Yeah,
It was
but
when
they
I was
didn't even
14.
want a phone during that time. That was a whole other story.
I know. I've learned.
Well, how
But-
early
learned
were
now
you
how
looking stuff
destructive
up
it
on
could
your
have been.
DS?
Oh, like
How-
12.
Probably
Oh, I was
12.
like
Yeah,
12.
12, 13.
I was like 12 or 11, something like that.
I looked up boobies,
Oh my
So,
gosh.
I was gonna say.
and then I would never get pictures of the actual nipples. I was just
Well, I-
there.
Oh,
I
just
was-
be the cleavage?
Yeah.
I found actual pictures.
yeah, I never could.
Dakota
I had
flexing.
some.
I found the real deal on my DS.
Yeah.
I swear, I had to look up like I didn't. For some reason, it never occurred to me that you slap boobs with nipples. I just kept saying like boobies, like different types of words of saying boobs without actually
Okay.
adding a nipple, or like nude boobs, and sometimes that wouldn't even work for
I
some
remember
reason.
It took me like over a year to look that up. I only looked up bikinis for like a year.
Oh,
I was too scared.
I
was
said
too
bras.
scared.
I said bras a lot.
I was like
Well,
girl in like
I got
Brazilian bikini or something.
That's funny.
And then I think at some point, I remember a little baby boy Joe penis got hard, but I didn't know what to do with it until I was 14.
I
And
remember
then
one
14.
time I was sleeping in my parents' room, and I got like morning wood as a kid, and I didn't know what it was. And I was just sitting there with like pulling my shorts forward, looking at it, and my mom was like, "What are you doing?" I was just looking at my hard wiener on their floor in their bedroom. And then, yeah, I don't know.
That's a great
like,
story.
Dude, that's gotta be
Like
so
I don't,
awkward.
I don't know if I talked to you guys about any of that. Like I thought I was planning on it, but then I know I got too busy working. So
I never got talked to for about any of it.
Did I tell you or something about Morning Wood or anything like that? I didn't. I failed. I wanted to tell you about it so you're not like, what the crap is this? But then I haven't gone through it, so I don't know what the crap is.
You were like, I don't even know what
I feel like,
is. How am I supposed
no,
to tell
I
them?
swore I told you once. Like, sometimes your wiener just gets hard, but I don't know what causes it. Really?
No, I don't remember. I just, at some point in my life, it happened enough times where I thought it was just normal.
Oh. The heck?
Every
Like,
every
really,
time you
that's
think
just about it.
every time you think you're just gonna die.
Well, one thing is weird to me because I hear our friend Alex calling him out. Alex, you get boners in class. I've never had boners. Well, you're welcome to come. You're welcome to come on the podcast and defend
Yeah, I've
yourself,
never
Alex.
had that issue where you're like trying to hide a boner.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Really? Dude, I had that all the time in middle school.
I've never had that problem. I don't know how. Like,
It was only in middle school,
Never happened to me.
like always middle school, bro. Like I'd be in PE class and I'd be like, bruh, I'm literally wearing the most like these shorts, bro, and like it's so bad.
I never had
See,
that.
I don't know. Like, I always wondered that because...
But maybe it's because like you guys didn't have like co-ed classes, right? For PE back in.
Didn't you? I know I had co-ed classes
I had
back
co-ed
in the
classes.
day.
I actually don't.
So
think
like
I always
little,
wanted.
little me
I
was
always
like, oh
wanted
my
to be
god,
in a
bro, there's
co-ed
girls
class
in
because
here.
I thought, I'd always want to be
So you
in the
did?
co-ed class because I wanted girls. I was a shy, awkward. I wanna have girls around but never talk to them kind of kid.
Oh.
That's kind of weird.
I mean,
That's like that's kind of like some serial killer vibes, Joe.
No, it's not.
No, it's
not. It's
I
not.
want to be
It's
around,
just your-
but I will
So-
never acknowledge your existence. I will never talk.
No, I would acknowledge them. I just stare and I always like want to talk to certain ones that look cute, but then the social
from afar.
gaps in high school, thinking someone's a popular kid, it prevents you from doing
But I never had that
things that
issue.
you'd want to do.
Yeah, because you.
So-
No, you were a popular kid, Dakota, in your grade for some reason.
Dakota,
I
you
never had
just
that
talk
issue.
to
Yeah,
everybody.
duh.
I don't think you
I
had
talk
that
to-
issue.
I talk to like everyone. I don't
Yeah,
really care who it is.
that's
Tor-
why you were fine.
Towards the end of high school, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, nah, I'll just talk
Towards
to
the-
whoever.
yeah,
It
Towards
took-
the end of high school, I became very, or like I would say sophomore year, all the way up until senior year. I would still like interact with people. Like I would be able to interact with everyone, but ideally, I would prefer to like not interact with anyone. Like especially at lunch. Like I remember during lunch, I would literally like take my lunch and go sit down and watch YouTube, and people would try and talk to me, and I would kind of get annoyed because I'm just.
Dude, same. Sometimes
Trying
I just
to
wanna
watch
listen
videos,
to music
bro.
or something. And I was like, whenever I see someone coming, I'm like, oh god, I just want to eat my food and watch my show. But sometimes people want to be social. So.
In high school, I also like people would invite me to go do things. Like I would get invited to like go to parties or like people like and stuff like that, and I just always said no because I would rather go home and play video games.
Never gave two shits about like parties and stuff.
Same.
Or, like going to stuff like that. I only
I
wanted
just
to
like
hang
playing
out
video
with
games.
friends. That's it.
Yeah, people that you actually know and trust and hang out with them.
If I redid high school, I'd probably try out video games and then I'd get into stocks and buy it. If I could redo my high school year.
Try out video games. Didn't you
Get-
play video games like your whole life, bro?
You played video games in high school.
Yeah, I would.
You just
Try
said you
out
would try
parties.
video games.
Oh, you were tryout.
Sorry, I would try to
I'm
go
like,
to parties.
we're all so confused.
Because
I'm
I'd
just
always
like,
play video games as well.
what are you
I'd try to
talking
go to parties and see how it is. But then if it wasn't my cup of tea, it wouldn't be my cup of tea type of thing.
I don't.
But I like, because I never went to any parties, I swear in Utah, this could be just a Utah thing, but in TV shows, whenever there's a house party, I don't think there's any house parties in Utah.
I think
for
they
some
have
reason.
house parties like that in Utah.
Okay.
They
then
do.
I'm probably
I
just...
would like to say that I know
kid
that
that-
they
Like
had.
if you were to look
house.
for
Well,
them, you
with
could
this
find
generation too,
Yeah, I don't know about your guys' generation, but
I feel like there
I
would be-
know that it was
it
a
was
big
hard
deal.
to find house parties in college. Like, I remember in college, I was trying to actively seek for, like,
There's-
look out for parties.
There's house parties like all the time in California.
I feel like there are house parties even in
Like-
Utah.
Like there's hella house
But
parties
they're
in
not-
California. It's so common.
They're not. Well, they're fun. They're fun, but they're not. I don't know. It depends on what you like to do. I don't
You just
really
sit
like
there and
hanging
drink
out with a
and
bunch
talk.
of. I don't want to hang out with a bunch of strangers and drink a bunch and have it.
And
like,
then there's
people
there's
rubbing
someone-
up against you dancing.
And there's some people that just fucking your parents' room
Yeah.
if you're hosting at your house.
Dude, no thanks.
You go up and you're like, oh my god, that's my mom's bed.
Ew.
Okay.
You just broke her favorite lamp.
Dude, okay.
No, but when we had a
Totally.
party in was it October, that was crazy. Everyone
Oh,
was
yeah, well,
no, was it October?
That's a
Was it
personal
November?
party though. Like that when you
Yeah,
hang
dude,
out with
Kristen
your close
and
friends.
Abby kissed that day.
Everyone gets so loud too.
Oh hey,
What?
Did they really?
yeah, they did.
On the
did.
lips?
Yeah.
I
And
didn't
Trevor
know
was
that.
like, me and Trevor were like, who are we dating? Like, what the hell is
Why
going
did
on?
why didn't you and Trevor? kiss,
I think all girls want to kiss another girl on the lips. At least once.
I'd kiss
just
Mason
to
on
try
the
it.
lips.
I wouldn't kiss
For
you
those out there
once.
listening, fanfic of Mason and I and Dakota.
If someone donates $200, I'll peck. That's it. Only a
Someone does-
peck.
If someone takes $200, if someone
I
takes
don't-
$200, I would kiss Joe for like 2 seconds, or 2 minutes, or however long. $200 is $200, bro.
Minutes?
2 minutes? God
Damn.
No
I
tongue,
mean,
right?
that's $10
Just
for,
a peck.
Hey, if it
that's
sneaks
10
in
bucks
there,
per
it
minute,
sneaks in
but-
there. If a tongue makes its way in, that's
Bro,
gonna happen.
$200 is
Whoa, no tongue.
$200, bro.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
mean-
say I don't
I
think
mean,
a
I guess
tongue.
They don't.
You gotta
Listeners
clarify
don't
the
know.
expectations.
Listeners
here.
don't know if there's tongue. They can't see the tongue.
Yeah,
just-
you can see
can
tongue.
tell.
Yeah, if anyone French kisses, you
If
can
it-
definitely
yeah, but let
tell.
me just say, if anybody wants to pay that much to watch two guy hosts kiss, that's a little weird. They should probably just go to Pornhub or something.
I know.
They're
you
trying to
can
pay
see
for two
anything.
hosts to just make
Yeah.
out. That's
Right.
a little
Bro,
questionable.
I mean, what's wrong with that, bro? I mean, money is money.
Dude, it's weird. Imagine like a donor. Hey, I really want you and Dakota to make out for 2 minutes. Here's two. Like, yeah, I'll take the money, but it's weird as fuck. You can't deny.
It is weird, but I mean, bro, money $200 is $200, bro.
But I wouldn't do it for.
Listen to our podcast on Pornhub.com / the KoTalkTsu
No,
Talk
no,
podcast.
It's not a thing.
It's a premium videos. You have to actually like pay to watch them.
It's not a
Okay,
thing.
what I was gonna say way earlier, totally off topic. We got Indy a new car seat because hers expired.
Mm-hmm.
It can hold up to 120 pounds. It can hold Abby.
It can
and-
hold me.
Yeah, I was like, this is for a child,
Did you
and
know?
Abby could sit in it and strap in.
That's crazy. She can sit in it and strap in.
And
She
she's
can?
like 90s. Yeah, it's well not strap in, but
Yeah.
she can actually sit. And like we got one where it will swivel to the side so we can put Indy in it. So like when you open the door, it can turn so you can put them in easier. And
Oh,
she can
that's
sit
really
in it.
cool. Actually, I wish they had that during the time I had kids. 'Cause
Yeah, it's nice.
there were so many things. I'm like, what the crap? There's so many things that change from when I had a kid. Like even just the car seat, the old one that goes into the stroller.
Just adopt it like a baby or something.
They changed the hand positioning to where you can actually carry your kid in alignment. And I was like, what the heck? I want to swear so bad. I just said heck. Really weird.
You
But
can swear.
I know.
Is it an
But
explicit
I'm
podcast?
I'm trying.
I-
So you could carry the what's it called, the car seat
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were gonna say kid.
more easily these days. It's like weird little things like that. I don't want to go on.
I hope
further
I
about
won't have
this.
to know about any of this
But-
anytime soon.
But Utah had a law, and I think it was when Joseph and Sally were in a car seat, and they changed it to where you had to be, if you were under a certain height, I think it was like 4'11", you had to ride a car seat. When was that? It was years ago.
Oh yeah,
But I
because we
was-
had to ride car
I
seats
was
forever.
yeah,
huh?
I was laughing at it because I was just like, "Are you kidding me? I would have been riding a car seat until junior high, if that was really the case when I was growing up."
Maybe you'd still be riding a car seat now. Who knows?
No, but I can fit in indies evidently.
I mean, can't we all? Because it's 220 pounds.
No,
Yeah.
it's 120.
120
Oh.
pounds.
Oh, I thought you
30
said.
pounds off.
Dude, that'd be a
Damn.
full-grown man at that point.
You could
I
live
thought
with
you,
this.
dude. I thought you said a 220-pound car seat, bro. I was like, okay.
You
no,
have
that's
to.
way too.
So, okay. So, children younger than 8 are not required to be in a booster if they are at least 57 inches tall. 57 inches, like that's close. Like 60 inches is 5 feet, right?
Is it?
Yeah, 60 inches is 5 feet. So, like, that's what I think is crazy about Utah law on that, right? Because
Imagine being like an adult who's like 4'11" and you're required
Right.
to and and you're required to drive your car in a car seat.
You probably just
I
called
mean-
someone out in the world that has to do that. You hurt their
Who
feelings.
actually has to
yeah, right.
drive to work in a car seat.
Well, I mean, how would they? They wouldn't be able to reach their pedals, would they? Would they have to do like those things where?
Have you watched
Like, the
Little
pedal
They're
People's
pedal
World?
extenders. Yeah, there's.
Oh
pedal
yeah, they
extenders.
don't get the extenders. Yeah.
They have a special like.
Or they have special kind of shoes to actually
should-
be able to reach the pedals.
I actually heard that the gas. I don't know if one of you guys said this and I didn't hear, but can't you have like a gas button on your steering wheel? I swear that. you can
Oh,
do that.
yeah. For people who are handicapped, they actually put the gas and the brakes on the actual steering wheel.
Wait, why don't they do that like for everyone? That sounds like that's just like driving driving a car in a video game. That's so
It's
much
like-
easier.
It's like, no, I don't want to do that. Freaking, that'd be weird.
I mean,
It'd
You
be
have-
harder to be gentle.
Why
with the
can't
gas.
I just drive a car with a controller, bro?
I don't want to do that.
That'd be so sick.
I'm so bad at
I
driving
mean-
a car with a controller.
I mean, you can now basically probably do the same thing with a Tesla nowadays. There's so many auto driving capabilities with a Tesla. People can just
Tesla?
sit on their phones and
You said Testa.
You said Tesla, Joe. I hope you feel bad about your terrible.
Testa,
freaking
like these
Testa.
testy suck on these testy nuts.
Hey, chill. Testy nuts.
Anyway, but yeah, there's so many auto driving capabilities with a Tesla. Fuck,
Oh my
God damn.
gosh, dude.
I'm losing my mind. Only over
Testa.
my rooms. All right, round
You think-
3.
you
There's so
thinking
many
too much?
auto driving capabilities with a Tesla.
Good job. You actually said Tesla.
Properly.
Hell yeah, Joe. Properly.
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 Okay. I don't know what I was gonna say. Planned obsolescence.
You know, I had a very boring topic I thought of, but it's probably too boring to talk about.
Why? What makes it boring?
But I was curious about what you guys if you had to choose one genre to listen to for the rest of your life with music,
Oh,
what would you choose and what would you get rid of? Like, if you had to choose
That's
one
horrible.
genre.
That's a horrible question.
That's a
you're
weird-
Because I like a lot, I've been liking a lot of stuff lately, but I think
Dude, I listen to literally like every genre of music except for country.
yeah. So take one out.
I
All of
listen
them
to
out, I mean,
everything
except for one.
plus country.
You know why, Joe? Because your girlfriend only listens to country.
Yeah,
No,
Abby
she
only
listens to
country.
pop too.
No, she
So-
doesn't. She only listens to country.
Country's pretty good for all those country lovers out there. I respect
Dude,
and support.
I've hated country, but Abby's like forced me to listen to it. I cannot like in
I
the
don't.
car. She's the one that plays music, and it's always country lately. And like I feel like my brain's just like learned
Rotting.
to deal with it, and now it's not as bad.
I don't like country.
So, so I don't have a problem with country at all. I actually grew up listening to my dad play country, but he played really old country, like Willie Nelson,
Like Johnny
and
Cash
Patsy
and
Cline.
Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson are cool.
Yeah, and Johnny Cash. But what I was gonna say is, you're saying that you only have one genre that you can
For the re-
listen to.
Yeah, so all music is gone forever in your world except for this genre that you can keep.
This genre would specifically
Mine's
be
gospel hymns. I'm just kidding.
No, my genre would specifically be podcasts like KoTalkTsu.
Oh my gosh. A whole lot like
Love and support this
Kotatsu Talk.
podcast. My genre would only be KoTalkTsu Talk as well. I love listening to podcasts, and KoTalkTsu Talk would be my favorite podcast.
Yeah.
Come support.
Hey,
support
and you know
us.
what? You know who I had to get rid of? KoTalkTsu Talk. That other chick. We can get rid of her.
That
Yeah.
other chick.
She stole it.
Oh, the lady who took our name.
Mm-hmm.
Or we
Yeah.
took hers, but
I think we were gonna take her name.
We didn't take hers. Joseph's been talking about this. For
yeah, we were
a
nice
long
enough.
time.
If you're listening, lady, we were nice enough to change our name by one letter just for you. Or
Adding a
couple
T.
letters.
But then we
A couple
switched it
letters.
from talk to podcast, so that's actually another 4 letters, so 5 letters.
Oh, I think
Yeah, you're
that
welcome.
sounds nice with.
And then we also had to
KoTalkTsu
add a
podcast.
podcast at the end, so add another 7.
True. Anyways,
12
all right.
letters. We changed our
Joe,
our
you go
name by
first.
12 letters. For what?
For the genre.
What are you
Oh,
gonna
for the
keep?
genre?
For what?
Oh, this is such a...
And you have to explain
Yeah,
why,
I
like
can't.
why you're connected to it the most, and like why you would get rid of the other things.
I can't believe this question. This question's unreasonable.
Well, there's so many genres out there, and they all kind of just mesh together now. Like, you
So
can't
true,
really
it's bestie.
choose one.
I'm trying to think of one that just makes me feel the best every time I listen
I
to it.
bet
It's
you
fun.
there's probably a genre out there that literally mixes everything, and I just choose that genre.
That would sound like shit. What do you mean?
What do you mean? It's probably out there.
Yeah, but
There's probably a fan base out there that would love
Think of a song
Airbnb,
that has like country,
techno-
pop, and rap and all
techno-
that.
techno
You say-
pop,
Did you say Airbnb? You mean R&B?
R&B, techno pop, classical, trap, rap. I don't know, slurring it all together.
K-pop, J-pop.
I don't listen to it very much right now, but I really like lo-fi hip hop.
That's what you would probably keep?
Yeah,
That's
because
surprising.
I really like.
You realize you're getting rid of every singer. Like, there's no singers. You don't hear voice.
No, yeah, I know.
Dude,
'Cause I
lo-fi
feel
is,
like a lot of
lo-fi is
time
good, though.
My head in my brain, I always have music playing inside my head. Like when I wake up with like a morning song, whatever, and sometimes it can be a little carrying. It can get me a little carried away, and I'm not focusing on my day. Like I'll start like doing a little dance, swaying my hips, a little jig, and
With lo-fi?
yeah.
Dance to
Oh
lo-fi.
no, I'm
There's
saying
not-
everything.
A song that's stuck in.
I'm saying
inside.
everything but lo-fi.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I do
yeah.
sway my hips and do a little jig, but with lo-fi, I don't usually have lyrics, and the lyrics is what makes a song get that catchiness. I feel like.
So you're
And
thinking
if
about productivity.
I'm thinking about productivity when I'm thinking about having a
One
getting
music
negating
genre.
every other genre. I'd probably either that or probably I'm a lover of chill step. If you guys don't know about it, search it up. It's a nice, wonderful like techno like relaxing dubstep, but it's like really relaxing. You can actually fall asleep to it. I really love that because sometimes you'll have songs where you do have vocals, and maybe that's like an exception that I would like to bring back. But other than that, I'm sticking to lo-fi. Anyways,
That's a good choice. Because there's a lot of fucking lo-fi, man.
there is. There definitely
There's
is.
so, you would not run out of songs
Nope.
to listen to.
I just saw a funniest thing on Reddit, bruh.
Hey Dakota, if someone's paying for a video stream, they should probably be able to see your face.
Yeah,
saying.
like just the top of his head. So.
Wait, but isn't what's it called only in the 20 minutes?
No, it's for the whole thing. It's for
Why
both
would you be
the
recording
podcast
the
and
stream?
20 minutes.
Our extra is.
That's a good question.
20 minutes.
That's a good
after.
question.
So
But-
during the stream, we
Any
see you.
anyways, there was this video where this guy he's reviewing a scotch while his wife is packing her shit up in the background.
He's doing
A,
what?
a scotch
reviewing
for
a
alcohol
scotch.
review.
While his wife is packing up everything.
What the
leaving.
hell?
Damn.
I wonder if it was
Okay.
the alcohol that ruined their
Probably.
relationship, or the review itself. The fact that she
There-
was reviewing alcohol.
I'm stuck between two genres. And these are the two. Either 80s rock or blues, like John Mayer type of stuff. Like it's
Oh,
like
I
chill
can't-
rock.
I don't like John Mayer.
What?
He's too happy.
I don't even know who that is.
It-
He's
drive-
sad as... He's got a lot of sad songs. What do you mean? Like
I don't-
Slow Dance
Well,
I
in
don't
then
the
even-
they're
Living
too
Room?
sad. He takes
Well-
emotion to the extreme when you're listening to him, and
That's
you're
the
just like,
point.
I don't know. I can grow tired of it so fast.
Huh.
I
He
don't-
also has a good beat too with a lot of his songs.
Oh yeah, I'll admit the music is very good and very catchy to where it
Why
actually.
you just talk shit on him?
No, he does a great job at making music. I'm not
You
gonna
just think
take.
you wouldn't listen to him?
I just-
Oh, you're saying if it was just that type, you'd be like, damn, this is
Yeah.
depressing.
Well, no, I
You'd
mean,
have to turn him off.
yeah, I definitely probably wouldn't even listen to music if I only listened to John Mayer.
Well, not. I'm saying his type of genre. Not
Yeah,
just-
yeah. Still, like if you listen to John Mayer and Over the Rainbow, then I would. I don't know if I could do that.
And I wanted to say pop too, cause like The Weeknd.
I want to say pop too, cause there's like a lot of catchy songs, but I feel like it's a little too much for me. I feel like if it was the only
It's
genre
great
that I
in
could-
doses, but then after a while you're like, this is just too
You
much.
get real sick of it. You can't be
Yeah.
in a pop mood every time.
True. Which
All
is
the
why
time.
lo-fi is a good choice, because when you like lo-fi is always fine because it's background music.
Yeah.
Anyways, I stick with my choice. I'd say blues, pop, rock. That's what I'd stick with.
All right.
All right, I'm curious of Dakota's.
I don't know.
That's your answer.
That's my
You're
answer.
Oh.
You
You're
can't
rocking
do that.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can. Cause
Bro, I
You can't,
genuinely,
You can't.
yeah, you
I-
can.
No, you can't.
I
You
genuinely,
can't.
I genuinely don't know what I would like.
Well, pick one. That's the whole point of the question.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
I would listen specifically to my Mason playlist.
Hey, I
Wherever-
changed the name of it.
No. I remember how I made a playlist that's literally just called Mason, and every
Oh.
song in the playlist literally has the word Mason in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I haven't listened to the songs once, but it's just a meme playlist
That's
to make fun of Mason.
But I thought you were talking about my actual playlist. I just
No,
called
no,
it
no.
Mason. And it had like 1,500 songs in it. But then I changed the name.
1,500 songs.
You might as well just
How
listen
in
to
the
your,
world are you gonna survive with one genre? Like,
you might
see?
you might as well just listen to your liked songs at that point, Mason. If you're just only gonna use one
I
playlist.
like it. I've had that playlist since like 2015.
Well, now I'm
It's been
curious
growing.
about how many songs are in my main playlist.
In your
Maybe-
Sakura playlist.
No.
In my
I don't
in my
ever
liked
name. I don't ever name my playlist my name.
in
That's
my liked
just-
songs. In my liked
Yeah,
songs,
you're
I have 2,714 liked songs.
You narcissist, Mason.
No, I'm not saying that.
You narc.
How do I know? Let's see.
Chill.
Total
Chill.
songs.
You know, okay. You know what I've had like. Actually, this is a great topic because it's something I've actually been interested in lately, especially with like.
Wait. Hold that thought. Dakota didn't actually answer. Dakota,
Oh
answer.
yeah.
He said.
Ants.
He was getting
he
out
said
of
the
it.
Mason. He said the
No,
Mason.
that's a playlist. A playlist can have multiple genres. Dakota, answer.
That answer was a meme. I've never listened to any of the songs that I put in that Mason playlist.
I know you
No,
haven't.
but choose a genre. It's not that hard.
Just
choose
pick one.
Maybe.
Just pick. I know, Dakota. You.
Hey, it's me.
Wonderful playlist.
Like
Just pick a genre.
The first song is the Mason. The second song is Mason Jar. Third song is Stone Mason.
This is
Fourth song
funny.
is Mason Cafe. Fifth song is Perry Mason. Sixth song is Mason's Revenge.
Alright, we don't
The
have
seventh
to
song
read
is
them all
Freemason.
out.
You should send me Mason's Revenge. I want to play that whenever I'm like angry in a game or something. Mason's Revenge.
All right. I was trying to think while I memed. I listen to literally everything. Like I listen to like Suicide Boys a lot. I also listen to like pop a lot, or hyper pop, like Glaive is considered hyper pop, or like I listen to like a ton of pop punk, like
I would.
MGK. Like MGK is kind of weird though, but like his music is good, but his personality is weird as fuck.
Dude, there's something I was gonna say. Oh yeah. So back to like something I've like gained an interest in. I mean, I've always been interested in games, right? But I have had so much fun like building and tweaking my actual PC and like taking out the parts. And I've actually wanted to like, because I heard that the best way to be successful down the road is find a regular 9 to 5, because you're not gonna really get anywhere with a 9 to 5 in your life, right? Like it's gonna get you where you need to, but like if you want to be successful, usually a 9 to 5 job is not gonna get you there. So it's good to get a side hustle and get really good at it, and then down the road focus more of your time on that side hustle and turn it into something of your own in your own career. So I've just been super interested in like actually learning about all these different components and parts and like.
So you're gonna be
actually
switching to from
because like
you're gonna become Mason Tech Tips.
Dude, it'd be cool if I could do web development and build like PCs like from scratch, like be the ultimate computer person.
I know.
Like Abby's, my fiance's dad, fixes iPhones for like in all of Saratoga. Like people will come bring iPhones and he'll fix them, and that's his like little side business, and he makes really really good money off of that. And I was like, it'd be kind of cool if I could like learn how to fix computers and I don't know, build them. It'd be fun.
I mean,
That's cool. I always thought that whittling would be a really good side hustle.
Did you say whittling?
Whittling.
What is that?
you're gonna start like you're gonna make like little
Mason, you're
gonna make like ducks out of soap.
Everyone's like, what, whittling?
Yep.
It's so random.
What?
You're a Boy Scout, Mason. You know what whittling is.
Yeah, whittling.
What?
You whittle wooden carvings.
I mean, or you could like,
Woodworking?
or couldn't you
no,
whittle
whittling.
soap?
You use like a little wood cutting knife and just cut it
Woodworking.
slowly.
Yeah, but
No,
don't
woodworking
people,
is like with machines.
don't people whittle like soap, like make ducks out of soap?
Yeah, that's
Why
definitely.
don't you just call it wood carvings? I don't think whittling's a thing.
Whittling is a thing.
Whittling is
Whittling's
totally
been
a thing.
for
What?
like centuries.
It's probably the greatest old white man sport. It's not a sport, but activity. It's like
Maybe I just haven't heard it called that.
it's like the
ever.
male version of like knitting.
Yeah, it totally is. That's a great definition for it.
I mean,
It
what's
is
wrong
like-
with the
I
dude
just
knitting,
looked
Joe?
up whittle, the definition of whittle and whittling, an act of or instance of urinating.
No,
Did I spell it right?
urban. That's
Bro, I just want to get so good at whittling.
That
bro,
was on
no-
the free. That was on the freedictionary.com, not
Bro,
Urban
bro,
Dictionary.
I just want to get so good at whittling that no one will whittle longer than me.
Oh, whittle is an actual
it's
word. It's to urinate.
WHITTLING.
You forgot the H probably.
Whittling.
I did
They refer to
WIDDLE, and it,
either, to the art of
DD?
carving shapes out of raw wood.
Sorry, it's the Utah accent. We mix up our T's and D's. Whittling.
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 I actually. It is a word though. WIDDLE. It's P. That's literally a word. But I spelt it wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, whittling. I see it here. That would be
But
fun. Like the Jamaicans had a bunch of products that they whittled.
yeah, they whittle a little. They whittle
whittle
a little
little.
and
They
yeah,
do a
they
little
whittle
whittle.
and
You're
they,
gonna do some penis whittles.
yeah, I'll do some penis whittles. No, I'm not actually doing it to make money in my scenario. I think it would be cool to just like one up like all the old men. Once everybody comes of age, I'll be able to school all you guys once I like am a whittle master
Oh, that's cool.
before everybody else. It just basically builds street cred. I don't see it as like a money gig.
I used to be able to do some crazy origami shit when I was younger. One time I made this cube that would, like, you'd pull flaps and it would turn into a rose, and I felt so cool.
Yeah,
when
bro,
I
I
made
was
that.
I was kind of nutty at making, making snowflakes.
Snowflakes.
Trying to join our podcast. Hi.
Welcome to our fourth member
Welcome
to the podcast.
Oh, she just
jumped up onto the table.
Okay, wait. Hi.
What would be funny is if she just like farted.
Yuki, that's
Into the
quite the angle
microphone.
for the camera.
Yuki, hey. Come on, get down. Get down. Get down. Come on.
Oh!
Oh, you okay? I didn't want you to get hurt.
Our fourth member already self-inflicted damage to herself.
So what happens when you gain
Five-
30
five-
pounds?
10
on vacation?
seconds
Just
into
kidding.
our podcast.
How much did she even gain in weight?
Oh man,
Like
I'm
10?
10 pounds.
No, it's had been 15. She weighs a lot more.
Oh. Well, I guess, I don't know.
If I had to rate topics of like talking points, the two at the very bottom of my list would be politics and sports. I do not give two shits.
Okay, let's talk about
those.
sports.
I don't
Oh
know.
my
So
anything
God,
about
please,
it.
Green Bay
no.
Packers lost last night.
Aw, boo.
Holy shit.
Oh well, it's not gonna
Oh, yeah,
matter.
oh, yeah, well,
2
so-
days from now.
Oh yeah, well,
Just kidding.
TSM changed their roster. Now they have Corey, Wardell. Well, Wardell was already on there. They have Sub Rosa. I think he was already a part of TSM. I think they got some guy named Rossi, and I don't know what the other guy was.
I don't. So
Is
most
it-
esports I don't care about either. So I have to be like interested in like the actual game.
It's Valorant esports.
Oh, it's Valorant? I don't
Yeah, I knew he wasn't.
I don't care
I knew
about
he wasn't talking about
even... League?
I knew he wasn't talking about regular sports.
Oh, no, I knew that too, but I didn't know he was talking
I
about
don't know.
League.
I don't know jack shit about regular sports.
Yeah, I don't know either, really. I
Yeah,
was
if
just
anyone's
like,
listening, if you're expecting at any point in the future to include sports topics, this
No.
is not the podcast for you. You better leave right now. I'm sorry to break it to you.
we should have people come on the podcast just to talk about sports and say,
And we'll
hey,
just be quiet for now.
what do you think about
Hey.
what do you think about sports?
Hey,
And
we
if
need
they
to
don't
fill
say
an
anything,
episode
like,
for
yeah,
sports.
we don't know
Will you
shit
just
about
talk for an
sports.
hour
We
straight?
should have him talk about sports, and we'll just ask him questions to answer all the questions that we don't know
Actually-
about sports.
No, I don't
we-
care to learn.
We should ask. We
You
should
don't wanna
ask.
learn? I'd learn.
We should ask Trevor to come on because he's a soccer man.
Ooh.
I actually have a good idea. A fun, I guess, sports-related podcast would be us trying to guess the sport and what state they're associated with, or like what sport they play. Because that would be fucked. I feel like we'd get nothing right. At least I wouldn't.
Have someone come on and we don't know what sport they're from?
No, like we just like we'll go through a list, be like, okay, I guess these are easier. Like Packers is easy, but like I don't know.
Oh,
Hard-
like the logos?
You guess like Steelers, where are they from, and then or I don't know, like maybe we go through a bunch of baseball
I don't-
teams and try to guess their
I
name.
don't care enough
just
to
based
do
off
that.
of their
That sounds
logo.
boring.
Yeah, exactly. Sports is boring.
I'm gonna go whittle.
That's funny.
Anyways, I feel like that would be a boring podcast because I have nothing to say about sports. Nothing wrong with sports, but I think sports talk just gets very bland very quickly.
I just don't know anything about sports.
I think it depends on, like.
All I know is I like the Lakers and the Raiders.
You know, not the Raiders. Oh,
I love the Raiders. I don't watch football, but I love the Raiders.
why the Raiders?
Because everyone in my family loves the Raiders.
Oh, that's why. That makes sense then.
My favorite team based off of sports
Are you
alone-
discriminating me for being a Mexican American soccer?
Possibly.
I liked the Broncos just because they look cool.
So I remember Broncos were really popular when I was growing up. When there was it? Crap, John Elway. And
You
was
actually
the-
know a guy's name?
Yeah, he was the quarterback for the Broncos. And then I didn't really care about the Broncos. I was interested in Green Bay Packers because their team, they're like an actual team that a group of people, I think it's people who own, people can actually own actual people own the Green Bay Packers instead of just one rich
Rich
millionaire,
person or
you know,
company.
right?
Yeah.
So I
That's
thought that
cool.
was cool. And then Tampa Bay Bucks, I remember getting this. This is stupid. This is a stupid reason to like a football team. But I remember when I was a little girl, I got a Tampa Bay Buccaneers pencil in high school that I won.
And you're like, this is my team.
And then my brother liked them, so then I was like, oh, this is cool. I like them. So I liked the Packers. I liked and Tampa Bay. And then Seattle Seahawks, just because we'd always drive to Seattle every year for vacation with my.
This has nothing to do with sports, but this picture is funny.
Can't even see it. Oh.
Welcome to the the KoTalkTsu Sports Podcast, you guys.
Are we on the 20-minute part now?
No.
I have a question for everybody. So, have you guys ever used records? Like, I was talking about this with Joseph yesterday and Uncle Joe, and we were talking about how vinyl records are making a comeback. Have you guys
ever
heard
used
of that?
one?
Have you guys ever like used one?
I feel like I'm too young to have owned or used one.
Yeah,
I feel
but
like
they're
maybe that's
coming
the case
back.
for all three of us.
Like
They
they're
are.
starting to bring
I
back
know.
record players and
A couple coworkers of mine in the past, they collected them, but that's about it.
that was just what they were
As
doing.
far as I know, I didn't know if they were coming to
My
having a comeback from them.
I
my
think
little sister collects now, and she has her own record player. So
So-
yeah, I guess it's coming back.
so. I got a record player on my way back from Colombia. There was a gas station. Sounds silly. But there was a gas station when I drove down, because I flew out of Vegas to go to Colombia. And so I drove from Salt Lake City area, and on the way down, I think around Cedar City, there was a gas station, and there was a record player for like $25 and has like Bluetooth, it has CD player, it has all these things, right? And it plays records. And I have old records from when I was a little girl. So I was like, this is my bet to myself. I do this. I don't want to spend the money. And I'm like, okay, if it's still in stock on the way back from my trip, I'm going to get it. So I go to Colombia, I come back, and then on the way back, I stop by the same gas station, and it's still there for $25. So I'm like, okay, I'm buying it. So then I bought it, and I mean, I like it. It's
Do you have
sitting
any
there.
records?
Yeah, I have Elvis records that my dad had. So I listen to Elvis. I do like Elvis. And then I have a Snow White Disney CD, or not CD, record that's huge. And I actually haven't listened to it in forever, but I wonder if it's actually worth a decent amount of money now that I think about it.
Wasn't there a conspiracy about Elvis, him being abducted by aliens? I
No.
swear I've seen that.
I think there is.
Yeah.
I think there is.
I don't even know, because wasn't it something that he like disappeared for a while and then he came back out of nowhere?
I'm going to check it out. Elvis.
Alien abduction.
Alien abduction.
But then my only support or reasoning for it was that I played a Flash game on like Congregate where it was like you were playing as aliens and sucking up many Elvises. That's the only. Oh man, I played so many Flash games when I was a kid. Sometimes there was times where I try to go on certain websites for Flash games just to see titties. There was many Congregate had a lot of titty art. And I remember my dad was trying to get me to not go on there. He's like, never go on here. And sometimes I'd be like super sneaky about it and be like, oh, I'm definitely gonna check out this website, see my pair of titties. But Congregate actually had like a really good set of like really good games. Like Epic War,
Dude, Congregate had some good stuff.
it really did.
So going back to the Elvis story, evidently he actually was interested in aliens, and he ended up amassing a large collection of books on paranormal subjects and documenting at least 2 UFO sightings. So Elvis claimed to have seen 2 UFOs.
I'm almost a big
And-
fan of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or something.
What?
What? So,
Right?
so that
I don't know.
So that led people to believe that he didn't die in 1977. A lot of people actually think that he was taken back.
Oh, so like
Somebody believes that he was like
brought down. He was
Yeah,
an
he was-
alien.
He
and
was an
brought
alien,
down.
and then he was taken away. Like it's like, oh, you had him for this long. Elvis was just a gift from outer space to you guys for a limit. He was here for a limited time only, via aliens.
I mean, they did pre-package him in stores at some point.
You know,
for a limited
Elvis.
time only.
I watched a documentary. This sounds crazy that I've seen a documentary on Elvis. This is a couple of years ago. No, 3 years ago. I was in Wyoming and I ended up watching a documentary on Elvis. And he was just used and abused. He was. His manager just took all of his money most of the time, and he just worked his butt off singing for all of these venues and all these people, and people were obsessed with him. But the contract, I hate seeing that. That drives me crazy. It's like Nikola Tesla, right? Westinghouse used him, and he's like, well, I can't afford to pay you, so you either sign this contract that I don't have to pay you, or else your invention doesn't happen. So Nikola Tesla, like, I want to have the world have light. So he signs off on it, and Westinghouse just is like, ha ha ha, and he ends up raking in the money. Meanwhile, Tesla dies poor and in debt, and you know what I mean, in this terrible situation.
Some factual information to you guys out there. Nikola Tesla is actually a really good guy, and what was the other guy's name? I forget.
Westinghouse Thomas Edison.
Oh yeah, Thomas Edison too.
The light wars were practically Thomas Edison against Nikola Tesla.
Thomas Edison is an asshole too.
Yeah.
He used and abused Nikola Tesla as well.
Thomas Edison actually had his own lab with a bunch of other inventors. So he actually just used a lot of inventors. So he kind of hired inventors to come up with ideas, and then he would take credit for it because he could pay them.
What you're watching, Mason?
Strike Force Heroes game.
You guys,
Dude,
I was
thinking
even
about
paying attention.
I am a little bit, but okay.
ca-
To be fair, Joe talked about Congregate and brought up childhood memory in mine. Okay.
Congregate.
Well, we
I-
should
I
talk
pay-
about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I paid attention, but I have nothing to say about Nikola Tesla and that stuff, so I'm not gonna say anything.
No, that's fine.
What about?
I get
Did
just
you ever
really
play
passionate.
Flash games when you were a kid, Dakota?
Yeah, like cool math games.
Cool math games. What was your favorite game on Cool Math games?
Those fucking cooking ones, like the Papa's Cooking or whatever, Papa's Pizzeria,
Oh, yeah,
the sushi one or whatever.
I never really liked the cooking games.
No, why? Because you're a
Flash
bitch,
games.
Joe. I can't believe you didn't
No.
like that.
Who
I'm just
wants to
kidding.
work in a fucking game for other people when you're working in real life already? Just play a game where you're slaying zombies and shit. That's so much cooler.
That game was pretty fun.
But the game I was thinking of is a game called Strike Force Heroes, and I used to play it all the time. And I just found out they were remastering it. That's why I was watching it.
That's
Remastering
cool.
All I saw
the game I
through
played when I
Mason's,
was 9 years old.
all I saw
dude.
through Mason's glasses was just a video going, and I was like, "What you watching?"
What you watch? Hey, what you watching?
Hey, what you watching?
Yeah, sorry, I should have listened more, but I was.
Yeah, this is a podcast. We need your
Enticed.
attention.
I was enticed. I apologize. I repent.
But yes. Anyways,
You guys actually, maybe only Dakota would be excited for this, but are you looking forward to the new Pokemon Arceus game?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm.
it's
gonna
not
play
out
it.
yet.
I don't know. It comes
28th.
out. It comes
5
out
days.
in It comes out on the 28th.
It's like Pokemon's new twist on Pokemon game because it's always been like you only can go here. You can't. It's like not open world, right?
Arceus is an open world game.
It's a completely open world, and you actually have to like dodge abilities, like it's in fucking Dark Souls,
So-
like as the human.
So what platform is it on?
Switch.
Um,
Yeah, I wish it was a computer game. I would love it.
I know. My brain's like, if it's on the computer, I'm there. And then
Yeah, it's Switch.
like,
I mean, you know Nintendo. Nintendo's greedy as fuck. They're not gonna put their shit on PC.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. If I were
Nintendo's-
Nintendo, why would you?
a shithole company, really, and they don't really care about their users at all. They just
No, that's why
they really don't.
Nintendo does not give a fuck about its users. That's why like their stuff is still so expensive. Like fucking Breath of the Wilds literally came out like what 2015, 20. It came out so long ago,
Yeah.
and it's still $60.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
they don't drop down their prices.
Yeah,
at
Nintendo
all.
doesn't drop their game prices.
Steam is always having games like, and dude, the best company when it comes to like treating I feel like their customers right is Microsoft. The amount of games that they release like have on sale or just have like really cheap or free with Game Pass is crazy. In my
Yeah.
opinion, like
I'm
you
a-
can play like 300 games on Game Pass.
I'm a big Sony fan. I love PlayStation, like only because they have like their good ass exclusive games.
You want to say something about Nintendo?
No, I'm okay with this. I don't
Do you remember
know.
when you were a little girl and they were a card company?
They were a card company.
Yes, they started
Nintendo-
off as this. They started off, I think, as like a board game company.
All I remember is we got an NES and I loved playing Mario.
My mom had one of the
Well-
the original Nintendo or whatever it was. Oh yeah, so the NES.
Yeah, NES.
And she had it like the whole time. I don't know where it is now, but I remember playing it when I was a kid. It was so much fun.
I wanted to keep ours forever, but my mom magically like grabbed stuff and gave it to DI. DI is like a thrift store in Utah, but it's like LDS church based.
So it's like Goodwill, basically.
Yeah, and so I just out of nowhere I would come home from school and something would be missing, and I'd be like, "Mom, where did this go?" And she's like, "Oh, Sakura-chan, I gave to DI," and I was like, oh, I was gonna keep that. Like, I'm not a huge hoarder, but there's like some things that are like memorable that I want to keep for a long time. Like there was this train set I remember. It was Tomy. It's called Tomy Trains, and it's Japanese. And there's these blue train tracks. So it's similar to the ones that I ended up getting to replace the ones that she got rid of. But I would create these huge train, like, I don't know, train track mazes all over my room and all over the house. And there was this Disneyland train engine that she got for me specifically because I like begged her for it. And I got it. And I wanted to keep it forever. And then all of a sudden one day I get home from school and it was in my room. That's what I don't understand. Like it was on a shelf in my room and I was like, my kids are going to play for this one day. And then it was just gone. And so I asked her, I'm like, oh, like, Mom, what happened to the train set? And she's like, Sakura-chan, I give 2DI. I'm like, no.
My mom has done they just go through stuff and they're like, oh, DI. Like, what the hell?
Just out of nowhere, like without your consent. Like even if you were using it,
Yeah.
it just one day it's like, oh, we're just gonna give this to DI. You can't play with this anymore.
It's just gone.
That'd be so sad.
I think
I'm glad
that's
nothing
another
happened to
reason
that.
why I feel like I have to keep my stuff even more.
Yeah, become more of a hoarder.
I'm not that bad of a hoarder.
I love how when I was in elementary school, I was like a con man when it came to like Pokemon cards. Did we talk about that on the last podcast?
Not you
No.
being a con man.
We didn't
no.
talk about that at all.
Okay, good. That's good. So me and Trevor, there's two things that I did bad. I did that was like a pretty bad decision to make, I feel like, especially for my age. One, we would rip off the face of Pokemon cards, the paper layer, and then we would fit it to the computer screen and print off like really high quality and like good Pokemon cards and glue them back on. And we would trade those off for real cards in elementary school.
So you guys
So that
like
was
did
bad.
counterfeit Pokemon cards.
Yeah, but
Go.
we actually did good quality for our age. Like,
I think
we made some
Trevor
pretty
told
good
me that
stuff.
story recently. That's what's weird.
Go
like
build.
I think
Go
in the
Pokemon
last like
cards.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
Trevor told me about that story in the last like 2 weeks, and I was like, what? And then when you bring it up, I'm like, I know you didn't talk about it on the podcast. So then I'm like, what the crap?
Oh, Mason.
yeah,
Mason. I bought 2 of the collection boxes for the recent Pokemon stuff, and they come with they didn't have the Vaporeon. They had Jolteon and Flareon at my store, and the art is so nice, dude. If it actually is visible, It's not visible.
Why is it not showing?
Because it's foil.
Put your face in front of it. How about that? Like, go like this.
Oh, there you go.
That's sick.
That's one
That's
of the
awesome.
Jolteons.
Are we gonna do show and tell? I wish we could. It's a
Here's the other
podcast,
Jolt.
but-
We can do whatever we want. That's cool.
Hey, you want to
The-
see my
The
cool?
Flareon is cute, dude.
Look at my little
I like the
Funko Pop
Flareon one.
Naruto.
Then there's also the
He's
other
eating
Flareon.
ramen. Anyways, my
Okay.
other scam I did was this one. I didn't fake anything, but I was still a dickhead to like the second graders. I was like in 5th grade, and I would go up to these like second graders. You know those green power boxes,
Yeah, the
like
Pokemon.
the green metal power boxes.
Yeah.
That's where everyone would play Bakugan because it was a pretty much a giant metal table, and Bakugan they
Dude,
open
I miss
up.
playing Bakugan. That show's fun.
They open up when it hits metal, right? So that's where everyone would go and hang out.
The new
Yeah.
Bakugan is weird.
I would always bring like these super shitty, like the paint was worn, tiny Bakugan, and be like, "These are so rare. Like they're worth like 3 of your Bakugan." I would like tell them, if you trade
Con
me this,
artist,
like,
the pure
you'll
con
have
artist
like
Mason.
I was like, you'll have like this crazy good Bakugan, and it's worth like 3 of those, so we should trade. And they would trade me. And I
What
regret
the
it still.
heck? You would
I felt
convince
like
people to trade
there was
your
one time-
one old, worn out, like Bakugan
Yeah.
for 3 of their nice ones.
There was one time,
Dude, I was horrible.
Wow.
There was one time I actually,
Fell for one of Mason's
Uh,
cons.
yeah, I was actually in his grade. No, this was like during the Bakugan phase when Obama was still president. And I went out into recess, and for some reason, out of nowhere, I think someone might have conned me actually, because now I think about it.
I could see that. You're
It did-
probably
that's-
you're probably a pretty gullible kid. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm still gullible nowadays, but
Yeah.
but then the way I think about it, I don't see how, because I remember this one kid. He wanted, what was the dragon that everybody wanted?
The red
that
one?
the main kid. Yeah, the main kid in the anime had the red
Dude,
one.
I had
Yeah.
I had a couple of those. That one was sick.
I had apparently a really rare one, and this kid's like, "Hey, I'll trade you 4 of my Bakugan for that one." And I'm like, "Oh shit, that's 4. I'll take that." And then I ended up getting like 4 more Bakugan. I'm like, "Let's go." But maybe it was an actual like.
Maybe he was just stupid.
His trade
Maybe-
was more reasonable. Mine was just trash.
I feel like his was reasonable. You ended up with 8 or 4?
4 more. Well, 3 additional. So.
Oh, okay.
But and maybe it's like.
As long as you think that was worth the
I
trade
miss
off.
trading. I miss trading shit in school. That was so fun. Like, hey,
What if
I'll
you
give
go to-
this super cool.
If you go to college, I wonder if people in college at the time were trading Bakugan and Pokemon cards.
Like, I remember sitting in a group with like a bunch of friends, and we all had Pokemon. Be like, and we would just like I would find something that I really like in their deck, and they would find something that they really liked in mine, and then we would like negotiate trades, and that was so fun. I don't know why. Like, hey, I really want this like flag on yours.
The main-
What if I gave you these 2 cards just for that one? And,
The
like,
main one for me was Beyblade. I didn't really trade with people. I didn't trade Beyblades, but I remember that's the main one that I played with when I was a kid. Like, me and my
Mhm.
childhood friend, dude, we would play that shit literally all the time. Like, we would go to each other's houses and play with Beyblades. We just thought it was so sick, especially when they would fly out of the arena, even though it would like damage a wall. We were like, oh my god.
Dude, I never got into that, but I still think it's cool.
I got into it a
Beyblades are
little
still a
bit.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even like doing it in like the little arena that you got. I just like doing it on the floor. You could totally take that on the out of context.
Doing it in an arena,
Yeah. Oh, doing it on the
Just
floor.
On the floor.
but doing it in an arena though.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, yeah.
Oh no,
Uh-oh.
Yuki's trying to bark.
Alright,
Okay, I need
Wait,
to.
so
I need to take care of Yuki.
I guess should we call it right there?
Yeah.
yeah,
Our dog is barking.
She
Um,
needs to go outside.
You need to go outside. We'll probably call it with the bark of the dog, but hey, no. Oh, she's
she got even more.
she's getting more riled up.
Okay.
Here, you can go. We'll
Yeah.
wrap up the
All
podcast.
right,
Just
you guys can wrap up.
just say bye-bye or something.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for listening to KoTalkTsu podcast.
There's her back. Bye. After Yuki leaves, I'll say it.
I
I'll
love how
do the
she put her
outro.
headset back on to say bye, but it doesn't
I know.
matter because the mic's right there.
You guys weren't gonna even talk anyways. We're still doing the 20 minutes afterwards though.
Yeah,
Um.
which is fine.
Oh, are we ending it now?
Yeah, I'm
main
gonna
one,
wrap
yeah.
it up. So, thank you for listening to the KoTalkTsu podcast with your hosts Joseph, Dakota, Sakura, who just left, and Mason, the con artist, the Pokemon con artist.
Bakugan. Dude, I was a terrible person.
Yeah. Subscribe to our Patreon where you can listen to us while watching us on tape and video. And check us out on multiple social media platforms such as YouTube, which should be out. We'll just no video on YouTube though. Anyway, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Anchor, as well as follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
And Facebook. We do have it
And
on
Facebook. Follow us on all platforms, or most platforms, all the popular ones. And yeah,
That's right.
that's a wrap. See you guys next week. Oh, wait, actually afterwards. If you guys want to listen to the 20 minutes after our talk. Gee, I can't talk. If you guys want to tune in for the post podcast 20 minutes to listen to us talk for an additional 20 minutes, subscribe to our Patreon. And other than that, have a good rest of your day, whether it be working or going on a long drive or chilling at home, reading a book. Peace.
Peace.